Hey, real quick, this is Jordan Harris, your favorite host in the entire world. This is Sports Truth. I just wanted to do a quick video to say Happy New Year. I also wanted to say thank y'all so much for the support that y'all have shown me over the last couple years. I really, really do appreciate that. A couple of things that I want to talk about. First, I started this channel a couple years ago, mainly because my businesses were growing, they were doing really well, but I always had a fear of public speaking, and I always had a fear, like a horrible fear of speaking on camera, being on camera. There was a time where I got some awards. I got to go meet the President of the United States, and with that came some interviews, like from our local news and stuff like that. Like the news would come and do interviews, and I would be like so scared whenever that kind of thing would happen. When they put that camera on me, I would just freeze. So I've always been the guy who, when I have issues, I just attack them head on, like as head on as you possibly can. And an example of that is I was so afraid of being on camera. I said, from now on, I'm going to make myself be on camera every day. If not every day, multiple times throughout the week. Hence this channel. That's the actual reason why I started this channel. Not to make money. I just said, I love talking about my Hurricanes. I love talking sports. So that's the topic that I can use to give myself practice and to erase this fear that I have for being on camera. Now, when I get interviews from different news stations or whatever it may be, or when I turn the camera on here, the nerves that I once had are completely gone. I'm not nervous at all when I do this, but when I first started, I was shook. So I appreciate y'all for helping me overcome that fear. You've been instrumental in me overcoming that hurdle. So I really do appreciate that, man. The next thing I want to talk about, thing that I'll leave you with, we are jumping into the new year now. I remember when I was just about to get my businesses up and going. I was talking to a mentor that I had at the time. He was driving me around town. We were going somewhere, and he pointed over to the side of the road. He was like, "What do you see over there?" And I looked over, and it was a cemetery. And I'm like, I gave the same answer that almost anybody else would give. I was like, "I see tombstones." He was like, "Yeah, that makes sense." And he said, "You know what I see?" And I was like, "Well, what do you see?" And he said, "I see a whole bunch of dreams and opportunities." And that made no sense to me at all. So I was like, "What do you mean?" And he said, everybody who's ever lived has had some type of dream of something that they wanted to start or things that they wanted for their family. And he said, almost none of these people, almost none of us act on those dreams and act on those potential opportunities that we may have presented to us. And he said, you know what happens to those dreams is that they end up getting buried with us in those caskets, covered up by dirt, and then put a tombstone on there just to show that we were there and to show that these dreams lived in somebody at one point. He said, so when he told me that, it sent chills through my body a little bit. It was like, wow, that is a fact. Like, most of us have dreams and we're too afraid to act on them. We tell ourselves, oh, it's not the right time. I can't do it yet. Oh man, I'll do that maybe next year. And then before you know it, those dreams get buried with us in the caskets. Thankfully, in 2015, I acted on my dream, and today I'm able to live my dream job, sitting here making videos for y'all while people are out there working in our companies, making money for us. Live in my dream house, I drive my dream car, all because I acted on the dream that God presented to me. So with the new year coming around, I encourage y'all, if you do have the dream, go ahead and make it happen. It will not happen unless you give God something to work with. My dream started with me buying a cheap vacuum cleaner from Walmart and knocking on people's doors and begging them almost for an opportunity. I got fired from a job. I used my unemployment check to buy a vacuum cleaner from Walmart, knocked on people's doors, and today that business has 80-something people working for it. And then I started another business, and then that one has 60-something employees working for it. It just keeps on growing, right? So it's the new year, man, and ladies. Act on whatever dream that you have, because I'm telling you, God will, if God gives you that dream, He will. If God gives you that dream and you act on it, He will make all of your wishes come to fruition. But you have to give God something to work with. You gotta take a step and allow Him to get the other steps going for you. That's all that I got for you today. I just wanted to make sure I shared like why whenever I say I appreciate y'all, I'm not just saying that. Like you actually helped me overcome personal struggles that I have. So I really do appreciate you all coming along this crazy journey with us. The hurricanes, they make us happy, they make us sad, they do all those things, but they're so near and dear to my heart because they have helped me, just like you all have helped me overcome a serious fear and a serious um, shortcoming in my life. So thank y'all. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me, and I truly appreciate that. So take care. God bless. Peace.